opening up the schools safely. If you don't open up the schools, you're going to hurt the economy significantly because lots of people can't go to work. You're going to hurt the economy significantly because lots of people can't go to work. You're going to hurt the economy significantly because lots of people can't go to work.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Can anyone tell me why Washington crossed the Delaware River?
That's a pipe!
This crisis has in many ways accelerated the rate of change, where we've gone through 10 years of change in the equivalent of 10 weeks or less. And so obviously I thought universal basic income was a good idea even in the absence of this crisis, but it's more urgent than ever. The universe of people that are not getting it, unfortunately in the millions of, like tens of millions, because a lot of people don't file tax returns, or they don't have auto pay, or there's some issue. So to me, I would be reversing the scales, where instead of like the vast majority going to big businesses, I would say the vast majority should be going to people. And I would make it as universal as possible.
By the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn, that turn and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up and look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. And I tell you
what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Since you've been isolating in your house, how much of your regular diet do you think is ice cream and candy?
Well, as much as possible. It is.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Tonight, a dire warning from White House coronavirus response coordinator Dr. Deborah Birx. America has entered a new phase of the pandemic.
What we're seeing today is different from March and April. It is extraordinarily
stressing it's crucial for people in all parts of the country to follow safety precautions, including this guidance on masks.
If you're in multi-generational households and there's an outbreak in your rural area or in your city, you need to really consider wearing a mask at home, assuming that you're positive.
In California, where the death